Alright everyone, I want to take a moment to do my first mail time. I usually come by here every Friday just to check it out, try to get there before a certain time in case there's anything large or whatever. But anyways, I finally got a letter. This letter is from Matthew Lynch, and he is from Solon, Ohio. Hope I said that right. Let's see what he sent. So we sent it in a Happy Holidays card. I know the picture might not do justice for now, but hey, it is Good Friday and Sunday is Easter, so it fits. And he's got quite a bit wrote here. You see here, and on the back. I'm not going to read it all, but I'll just skip through and tell you some of the stuff. It says, "Dear sir, you and your father's videos are the best ones on YouTube." That's saying a lot, and I really appreciate that. He really enjoys when I took apart the 77 K20. He said I was in 77 heaven. That's kind of cool. The truck, I don't really know how many miles it had on it because, you know, it only had a certain amount of digits on there, so couldn't tell you, but I'm sure it probably had, you know, 190, maybe 290,000 miles. I'm pretty sure it was 90 something. He asked what kind of carburetor I was going to put back on it, and if it's going to be a 2-barrel or a 4-barrel. I will be putting a 4-barrel on it for sure, and hopefully if everything goes through with somebody on YouTube, I will be putting a Carter on it. Carter is a good carburetor, to me at least. He asked if I was going to a 2-barrel or 4-barrel carburetor. I will be going to 4-barrel. What I can get a hold of is I'm talking to somebody on YouTube, or somebody's mentioned it, a Carter carburetor, and hopefully I can get it. But he also says here that he really likes a Quadrajet, and they're really good carburetors. He goes on to say that, you know, they didn't get a really good rep, and that's true. Quadrajets, a lot of people don't know how to work on them, but for the ones that do know how to work on them, they're really good carburetors, so that is also true. Then he says, along the lines of what kind of fluid he thinks I should put in it and everything, and he agrees with me on the Rotella. You know, I run Rotella and everything. I think it's a really good oil brand, and you know, it's what I put in everything I own, so I really appreciate it, Matthew, and thank you for this. This is going to be, you know, one of my most prized mail times ever, because, you know, it's my first one, and it really means a lot, buddy. Appreciate it. So I got my mail, got my little seizures for the day, got a Mountain Dew. We'll head back to the house. Alright everybody, just got home, got the motor uncovered, had it covered up because it was supposed to rain, but it never did, and thank God. So there it is, as you've last seen it. I'm going to get over here and going to finally get that bottom pan off of that transmission so we can clean it out and everything. Like I said, I think I broke off the bottom of the dipstick tube. I'm in it, I don't know for sure yet, but I want to make sure. I don't have a transmission pan gasket for that, so I'll have to go get one. Gonna clean up this alternator. I'm gonna put some paper behind that pulley so I can paint that front of that pulley. I'm gonna paint it the same color as I painted those. So, you know, the little fan and the pulley and everything's painted, match everything else. Alright guys, took a little sandpaper to the alternator and got it just, you know, cleaned up a little bit. And got this here to, you know, cover up the alternator, and I'm gonna spray the fan and everything. That's about the best way I know to do it. Get it off so, you know, it can get to everything somewhat. I can always touch it up a little bit. And if I was to get this paint on the alternator, I don't think it would matter too much because they're pretty similar colors. I'm going to let that dry, and then I am going to get this pan off. That's the next step, so let's get at it. Sure enough, right there, the bottom of the transmission dipstick tube, so definitely a good thing that I tore it apart. Now I'm going to clean this bottom of this up a little bit. A lot of this is inspected. Alright, so we got it cleaned out. Got all the stuff out of it. Gonna go get a gasket. Go get a filter. You know, going to change the filter out while we got it. I was thinking about getting a chip kit for it. Decided I'm not gonna do that. So, gonna go get that. I ran out of Permatex the other day, so I'm gonna get some Permatex. But I actually have some kind of bad news. Nothing that can't be fixed, or nothing that, you know, I can't avoid, or, you know. But called my dad over here and, you know, was checking everything out. I wanted to show him that I had it off and let him check it out too. Started looking, and as you can see, you know, the bolt pattern and everything's the same on these, but the shaft, the length of the shaft out of the transmission and the length of the shaft out of the 700 R4 that came out of this truck, you know, are not the same, so they're not going to match up. And did a little research, and then, you know, the spline isn't the same either. Something I looked into, but it was, I guess I didn't do enough research on it, so not gonna work up. Something I probably should have saw at the beginning, but it's okay. I can always run the big heavy duty all-time four-wheel drive 203, so I guess that's gonna be my plan for now if we can't figure something else out. And later on, if I just want to make it two-wheel drive, you know, four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, and not all-time four-wheel drive, I can always get the kit for it. Not a big deal. So I still will do a burnout video if I can, and if it will turn the tires, I will just keep the front drive shaft out at the beginning, so always be a little entertaining. Anyways, that's the game plan. Gonna go make that run to the auto parts store and see if we can't keep progressing. Nothing that's gonna hold me back. I ain't gonna let it take no time away from us, so we'll go do that. Yesterday when I was backing up that trailer, I had this on my screen so you guys can see me. You know, that's usually what I do, but today I can cheat a little bit. Now, mind you, I do drive a dump truck for work with a trailer and you know, so I know how to use my mirrors and everything. But I tell you what, that sure is handy. Now my reasoning for having this thing hooked up is we were deciding whether or not I'm gonna keep it or not. So we're gonna see if my four-wheel will fit in the back of it. It's awful narrow for my four-wheeler. I know I could easily just get a tape measure and, you know, measure, and that would pretty much tell me exactly what I needed. What's the fun in that? It squeaks through on both sides. The tread does hit on both sides, but it does fit. And now that it's got weight in it, the tires are squatting a little bit, so I'd say that it needs some air in the tires. But nonetheless, it will fit the four-wheeler. So that means I'm probably going to hold on to the trailer. I will be putting a tailgate on it though that will come up higher so I can lay it down and drive up it without having to use my ramps here. And yeah, I think it'll be a good little trailer to have. And look what we have here. A Mustang. I don't know, maybe it was hungry for a crowd. Alright everybody, so I went to the auto parts store and they gave me the wrong transmission filter, so I didn't pay no attention. I should have looked at it before I came here, so oh well, we'll get back over there sometime and get it switched in. But now I'm gonna go in and put this alternator on and get it all mounted up. And all right everybody, as you see, I do have the alternator on and the front brackets, and everything's pretty much together. Still don't have a carburetor, waiting on to hear something back from somebody, but moving right along. I will try to get back at it this coming week after work all I can. We're getting more and more daylight every day, so just bear with me. May wash this thing down a little bit, do all I can. Hope you guys are still enjoying the videos. Appreciate you watching. Just gave you a little update, and I will definitely show you more. And from now on, the videos, I promise, will actually be some more progressive videos, and we're going to get a lot more done. Thank you for watching. If you have yet, please subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned. Appreciate it, everybody. Bye-bye.